Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. What a day yesterday. Yeah, we had the CPI data released. We saw a strong, let's say, bearish reaction to those figures. Yes, they were a little bit higher than anticipated, so the market reacted negatively. Usually the market has a certain expectation about these numbers, core CPI and CPI, and if they come in a little bit higher than expected, that might hint that the Fed will in the future raise interest rates a little bit stronger. Yeah, that quantitative easing will reduce or quantitative tightening will increase, and then the markets usually price that in. And normally, news like this do not change a trend. They rather lead to a short-term effect. They could be a catalyst for a move if a move is about to happen anyway. And normally they lead to quite a bit of volatility. So all of that we saw, I think the move down that we saw yesterday, this was the catalyst for it. The market waited for it, but it is a move that would have happened anyway. We waited, already days before the CPI data, we waited for a dip to tell us about the structure going forward. We saw that dip yesterday. We're currently holding support above 20k, which is at the moment, you could consider that bullish at least, or at least, what I said in one of the previous videos here. If we hold 20k, this is good for the bullish scenario. But we also need to take into account the structure, the way we came down here yesterday, and that was quite bearish. We came down quite strongly, okay? So things are still not entirely clear, but when are things ever clear? So we had that dip, we came down quite strongly. I think it was one of the strongest declines in a while. If we measure here in percent, we dropped yesterday 13%. Reason for me enough to accumulate a little bit on the spot market. I would personally, and that's only me personally, I would personally not trade this in futures. I was accumulating here something on the spot market, a little quantity down here pretty much at 20.2k after I sold here at 22.3k. I just mentioned this because a lot of you always want to know what I'm doing as well. So taking profits here, starting at least slowly to accumulate here. Why only starting slowly? Because there is still significant risk that we come down lower. This is not yet a confirmed uptrend or anything, but we zoom in and take a look at this in a minute. Different possibilities here that I mentioned. I don't want to confuse you. There are different lower level wave counts possible. I'll keep it high level in this video because there are so many possible. What you need to understand is that there is a potential that this was the wave 1 to the downside in a downtrend. We have seen here the wave 2 already, and we are now coming down in the wave 3. That would become very likely if we drop below 19.4k, highlighted here, and even more likely below 19k. But 19.4, if we go below 19.4, any recovery will have it very, very difficult. So but below 19.4k, it normally gets more likely that we're going to see a drop. And why is that? That is because this is the 78.6% FIB level here at 19,460. I do tell you 19.4 because we can obviously drop below it with a wick or something. That's not a problem. But if you substantially lose the 78.6% FIB level, it's normally not really the bullish scenario anymore. And also for a wave B retracement below that level, it will get more tricky, because if we have the ABC, it would indicate that the wave 2 wasn't finished, because this is possible as well. But then we have a problem that what came down here doesn't really look like a wave B. It is a bit too impulsive for a wave B. So I'd rather say, we have seen the wave 1 here. There are different possibilities. Either the wave 1 was here and this was ABC, or the wave 1 was here. It doesn't really matter. And now we're coming down in the wave 3. That is obviously the bearish case if we lose the 19.4k level. In the bullish case, we would say that, yeah, you know, we possibly had a wave 1 to the upside here, and this is a wave 2 to the downside. Again, it would have been straightforward to see 3 clear waves to say, all right, the wave 2 is probably over. The problem is, in the bullish scenario, which basically would like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, we would then have a breakout. Also in that scenario, we should not drop below the 19.4k level. And here we have the same problem like with the wave B in the bearish scenario, that this move down looks very impulsive, not corrective. So this could be only the wave A of the wave 2. We're going to see a wave B of the wave 2 and come down once more in C. The problem is here that the wave C runs out of space to the downside. If you see that, yeah, where we're, you know, if there is a wave B and then a wave C down, there is a risk that we're running out of space and eventually going to drop below the 18.5k level, which was here the low. So the test of those levels has begun, definitely. Still are looking for clues which scenario is playing out here. At the moment, obviously what we can say is that this move down is super strong. It is looking impulsive. Therefore, I have only bought on and accumulated a little bit on the spot market. If we zoom in further here, to be honest, with the level of detail, it would be good to go to the go here to the 5-minute chart, and if we look at this, we have 5 waves down now with the latest dip yesterday. So that is not bullish. Let me just quickly check something here. Yeah, so we had, and this is what I posted yesterday for the channel members on Telegram. You can count this as a wave 1, this as a wave 2, then we had a wave 3 down that could be seen as a wave 3, yeah. Then here, either here the wave 4, but it would be very short. So I'm rather leaning to say, well, this could be a wave 4 and a 5, and we're now in the wave 2 to the upside. So that basically this was a 1 down, and we're now in the 2. Basically the wave 1 of the wave 3 in yellow. You can see here, yeah, the wave 3. That this is the wave 1 of the wave 3. Oops. And we are now seeing the wave 2 of the wave 3. So that's certainly a possibility where we would say, all right, here in wave 2, I mean, we would at least expect sort of here a 21k retracement. Yeah, this would be possible, but the problem is that the wave 4 was very short. So I'd rather say, and it's all about likelihoods here, you know, I'd rather say we have only now seen the wave 4, so that we had here an A, B, C, basically an expanded flat pattern that's playing out here for the wave 4. The reason also is that we have reacted nicely to the 23.6% fib level, which is the minimum for a wave 4. So I'm rather looking at here possibly another wave down in a wave 5, ideally holding above 19.4k and then seeing an impulse to the upside, because this at the moment is only a 3-wave move and looks corrective for me, okay? And therefore I'm saying if we now go above 21k, yeah, it would be the first bullish signal, because this is the 38.2% fib level, and if in a wave 4 you go above that level, it would be rather likely that this is not a wave 4 anymore in this case, because yes, of course, we could go to the 50% fib level, but look at the proportions, it just doesn't look real anymore. So I'd rather say this is the last chance for the wave 4, in this case, 21k. If we go above this level, especially in 5 waves, it will be more bullish. So this is at the moment we can count this only as a 3-wave move in my opinion. Be aware there could be this other dip. If we go higher, a move above 21k would be at least first bullish signal. So for me, it was like, you know, from a risk point of view, it took some profits up here because it was clear to me there will be a dip at some point, and then starting to scale in here. Again, anybody who looks for certainty, you're in the wrong space. Yeah, you're wrong in crypto, you're wrong in the financial markets. There is no certainty. The only way we can understand the space is with using probabilities and understanding risk to reward. Here for me, the risk obviously is now lower to buy than up here. Absolutely. But there is also no clear sign of bottoming yet. I mean, it's good that we stopped here at 20k because this means, you know, the bullish scenario is still possible. But I don't see the clear 5 waves here to the upside. In my opinion, this could either be here a wave 4 to the upside or a wave 2 to the upside. Happy to be surprised more bullish, but exactly because, of course, the bullish scenario is still possible as long as we don't drop really below 19.4k. I did start to accumulate slowly, and because we're holding support. So this is sort of the situation here. I think there could be another dip as long as it holds the 19.4k level. Happy with it. If it goes below this, it massively reduces the chances that a bullish scenario is playing out. Or if the bullish one doesn't play out, a break about below 19.4 would also reduce the chances that here an ABC is playing out, highlighted in blue, which would suggest that yellow wave 2 was never finished, because this is of course possible as long as we stay below 23,960 with that wave 2. It is absolutely possible that this here is a wave A, B, C. Why? Let's also calculate that. If we say, okay, this was the wave A, maybe here the wave B low. Okay, maybe we drop once more in a wave B. Well, we get into that region with the 1-to-1 ratio, but the wave C is running out of space here, so it would need to be a sharp wave B in order to allow us to have a, let's say, a wave C of a normal length. But this is also still possible, so different possibilities. Anybody who wants to avoid the messiness, those volatile movements and the possible manipulation, yeah, even though I don't necessarily think this was manipulation, but anybody who wants to avoid that should just trade the larger waves, yeah, because obviously you don't need to trade. This is always a personal decision. Also very important here to say is that we have not reached the oversold area on the 4-hour chart, so another dip is possible in a wave 4 if this really is just a wave 4. Sorry, another dip is possible in a wave 5. And you know, as soon as we see 5 waves down, clear 5 waves down, for me, I'd like to see one more. If we see 5 clear waves down, yeah, this is not a bullish signal anymore, even if we're holding 19.4k. Yeah, so if we see one more wave down and then start to recover, then I think we are here in something quite bearish, because it would be a 5-wave move down. Yeah, not bullish. Yeah, and that's my update about Bitcoin. I'll keep you updated today, so hopefully you like the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.